Well, being a double divorcee myself, I have been in that place where you think your world is falling apart and there's no way you're going to be able to survive it all. And because I've been the yoga teacher and I have to go to class, the huge benefit that naturally learned was that when you take the time to do something good for your body and rejuvenate yourself, you're just going to feel better about yourself. You're going to feel more positive. You're going to feel less stressed out. And it's just so good for all the negative things that going through a divorce involves. When a person's going through a divorce and they've got all these things, negative things happening to them, when you focus on yoga, the word yoga again means union of mind, body, and spirit. And so you're going to be taking care of your mind. I mean, we've got to be able to focus. You've got to be able to have your best faculties. You're going to be taking care of your body. If your body starts, falling apart, it's going to just affect every part of your life. And definitely if you take the time with the relaxation techniques to energize your spirit, you're just going to be empowered. It's going to make you feel great. To me, the best way to fight the little demons that want to try and take away all your personal time, the energy that you might, want to use for yourself to help yourself, is to just find that time of the day that works for you. For so many people, it's going to be first thing in the morning before the rest of the day, interferes. But if you're a single mother and you've got little kids and that's a problem, then you've got to make the time, whether it's during your lunchtime. You can do yoga during lunch. It's not like you're going to, have to take a full shower and take all the time that if you went, jogging or, to an exercise class or something, you can just, quickly get yourself back in shape. Or know that you're worth it. You are worth it. You've got to take care of yourself. Get a babysitter, get somebody to help you, a good friend like a sister to help you with the kids so that you can take the time to do this type of exercise that's going to give you a million times the benefit. I think it's a great idea to look at yoga when you're going through this most stressful part of your life. If you've ever talked to anybody that's done yoga, they're going to all tell you the same thing. You're going to feel great. You're going to, be empowered. You're going to look at life with a kind of a new lens on your camera. You're going to be able to see it more clearly. You're going to look for the good. You're not going to be dwelling on the bad. It's all about positive energy. Yoga is one of the greatest things you can do for yourself when you're in the middle of a divorce. One thing that's great about yoga, you don't have to join a gym. You don't have to invest in, expensive shoes for jogging, a bicycle, any of that kind of stuff. You don't have to dress to the nines like they'll do in a lot of exercise classes. But you can come in, some old shirt, barefoot, do it at your own house, by yourself, maybe start with a video, and then be able to incorporate it into what you want to do. But it's so easy to do yoga. You don't have to get a babysitter. You can just close your bedroom door and take that little bit of time to get all these good benefits. Well, yoga just has so many good benefits from it. In doing yoga, half of yoga involves deep breathing. And when you do this deep breathing, you really can't focus on other things. You're so involved in what your body, mind, and spirit are feeling that you don't have time to think about the fact that you're, fighting with your ex-husband or trying to, win this over him. It's all about taking care of you, taking care of your own body. A lot of times when people are going through a divorce, they end up kind of depending on bad habits, like maybe smoking, drinking, not sleeping, different things that are going to really be a negative effect on your body. And so with yoga, if that's your outlet, you're going to get the natural high that you get from a lot of forms of exercise, and you're going to get that focus that you need to, be able to have the strength to fight the big old demons that are going to come at you, which are going to happen in a divorce. So sometimes through a divorce, you're kind of in this panic mode. Am I going to fight with him? Am I going to run away from him? What are the lawyers going to do? All these things that you're being bombarded with. And when you run, you get that endorphin high. When you work out with weights, you're going to sweat. You're going to, feel good. But in yoga, you're going to get this calming, energizing balance that's just like the lifeblood that you need in order to be able to make it through all the difficult things that you're going to be seeing when you're in a divorce. Yoga can really help you eliminate, get rid of, push them out of your mind, all those negative feelings that you get from divorce. When you've got this other person that's trying to, fight you to the end, yoga is the salvation, I can say. I mean, that sounds a little exaggerated, but it really can be something that you can depend on, that's going to give you more energy, more power, and it's all good. One of the good things about yoga is it's so focused on your body alignment. In a lot of yoga classes, in my yoga class, I'll say, when you stand, plant your feet in the ground like you're a tree. You're part of the earth. You're centered. You've got this great base from which to, build. And it just all, works like that. There's a lot of mental images in yoga. Most of the yoga postures have names like downward dog. And if you ever watch a dog stretch, it's the way they're going to stretch. And it's just a natural thing that animals do. And so the stretching all makes sense. So when you've got your body all grounded and centered and in alignment, you're going to function better. Some of the things that yoga really has given me through my divorces is maybe I'd start the class thinking, oh, how am I going to handle this? How am I going to live through this? How am I going to ever survive? How am I going to keep the roof over our head? And then I'll go do yoga, and when I come out of yoga, I feel so light, so like the black clouds lifted off my head, and I feel like, hey, life is good. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to all live through this, and we're going to be better because of it. And you end up being stronger. You end up being better. You get that self-worth that everybody needs when they're going through a divorce. The yoga did really help me when I was in those horrible negotiating meetings with, that man that I used to be in love with, and now he wants to take me for everything I'm worth. Yoga did help me, when I'm put in those stressful situations, to think, relax, breathe, take a little bit of time before you just spout off something that's at the top of your head. It really does help you, kind of get centered and, not just fly off at the handle. And that is definitely something that, your body wants to do when you're going through a divorce, like the fight or flight thing. Yoga can really help you with physical exhaustion that you might get from a divorce because it's so energizing. When you do all the things that are involved in yoga, like the proper body alignment, using your muscles just to sit up straight, to, while you're driving your car, chest up, shoulders back, all the things that are involved in yoga, you're going to be energized. Your body likes it when you take care of it. When you, don't slouch and squish all your organs. They don't like that. If you sit up straight and give your body the right temple, the right place for all of the things that it needs to do to function properly, it's naturally going to, you know, work better. Yoga is so beneficial for the people that are having trouble sleeping. In yoga, we do this real controlled breathing where you're going to breathe in for a count of 5. You fill your lungs as full as they can possibly get. You hold that breath for 2 or 3 seconds, and then you're going to make a forced exhalation that's almost like a whisper where you breathe out for 10. And if you stay in that rhythm of the breathing for at least 8 or 10 breaths, you're going to naturally feel the relaxation that comes from it. So I always, myself, if I ever have trouble falling asleep, I'll just get in that rhythm of the breathing and stay with it until the next thing I know, I'm, you know, nodding off and I'm getting that good sleep that we all need. When you're going through a divorce and you've got all these demons coming at you trying to, you know, hurt you, to knock you down, if you practice yoga, you're going to find that you're going to feel all the good energy from breathing right, from exercising your muscles, from getting your body back into the right alignment. All these, the flexibility. When you're flexible, you can, you know, deal with something that may quickly be thrown at you, and you're going to be able to be flexible. One of the greatest little quotes that they have for yoga is, "Blessed are the flexible, for they will not be bent out of shape." And it's kind of like that, you know, you're going to be able to roll with the punches, deal with everything, and handle life.